Behind Dutch Headlines, the who, why, and how of politics and media in the lowlands.
Hi, I'm Greg Shapiro. Here's what you need to know to join the Dutch conversation. This week, the Dutch economy, slashing our way to growth. Our top headline, Dutch government forced to make further cuts and tax increases as the economy worsens. But what's behind the headline? Well, basically Germany. You see, ever since the introduction of the euro currency in 1999, there's been this rule: you can't have a budget deficit higher than 3%. And no one is more strict about this rule than Angela Merkel. It's called the Stability and Growth Pact, otherwise known as the Austerity Pact. The whole thing kind of reminds you of South Park and Cartman. Respect mein Austerity! Right now, you've got Mark Rutte and David Cameron lining up to show their solidarity with Angela Merkel by slashing their budgets, hoping to grow their economy. And it really is an interesting experiment. In theory, it should be possible to slash your budget until your economy starts to grow. I mean, after all, it's called the Stability and Growth Pact. In practice, once you keep bailing out all those failed banks, there's not a lot of stability. And since we keep having these recessions, there's not a lot of growth. You know, scientifically, I'm just wondering, at what point and how much money will we throw away before we know whether this experiment has succeeded? If only there would be someone else who would do the other version of the experiment, and instead of austerity, they tried stimulus. What? In fact, there is another version of the experiment. In America, they have largely abandoned austerity and they tried at least a little stimulus. And the result is that the economy in America is steadily improving. At least it was, until someone decided on an austerity do-over and they are slashing the budget now for no reason at all. Of course, I'm talking about House Republican leader John Boehner. Boehner, which sounds kind of German, doesn't it? Ja, young Boehner, jawohl. Is he working for Merkel? Respect my austerity. And finally, the city of Amsterdam swears that the party for King Willem Alexander on the 30th of April will cost no more than 7 million euros. Although they added, we're looking for sponsors. So if you've got the money, insert your name here. That's it for Behind the Dutch Headlines this week. And now introducing this week's candidate for official tagline sign-off. I'm Greg Shapiro. Thank you very Dutch. If you can do better, let me know in the comments below.
Behind Dutch Headlines.